Finding amazing chords is hard, and sometimes it not only takes a lot of time for us to find a good chord, but it also drives us nuts. But in today's video, you're going to learn 4 tricks that I've used to sign my tracks to major labels that you can apply to your tracks to find better chords and also in a faster way. So let's get down to Ableton and let's get started with this tutorial, shall we? Let's go. The easiest way that I've found to create chords is starting with the vocal. And that is because the vocal really helps to create a guide for you to follow when creating your chords. And that's why I love this technique. For example, let's use this vocal over here that is soon going to be released as a vocal pack here in Abstrakt. And this is how it sounds like.
When the night comes and the stars fill up the sky, I wake up in my dreams just to see you in the light.
Listen how the vocal starts in the middle, then it goes down a little bit more moody, and then it starts going up and up in these last 2 sentences over here. And that's what we're going to try to do with the chords. We're going to start with something that is neutral, then we're going to go down, and then we're going to go up and up. And listen to how it sounds like.
When the night comes and the stars fill up the sky, I wake up in my dreams just to see you in the light. I breathe in your light. Wanna see you again tonight. Wanna see you tonight.
Sounds really cool, right? And it helps us create this chord really fast. For example, what if we wanted to make something in D Dorian, for example? Listen to how it sounds like.
When the night comes and the stars fill up the sky, I wake up in my dreams just to see you in the light. I breathe in your light. Wanna see you again tonight. Wanna see you tonight.
Amazing as well, right? Well, I made these 2 chords in less than 5 minutes. And that is because that vocal really helped me to understand what mood I wanted to go through. And now that I have the mood, I can just disable the vocal. And after disabling the vocal, we can just continue with our song. Really easy, right? Let's go to our second method that I love using, which is creating chords based on an image that I can find online. Now, in this second technique, we're going to pick an image online, and I found this image over here that you can see it over here. Basically, we're going to look at the image and we're going to detect what we feel with the image and let us inspire it a little bit. So when I look at this image, I see a little bit of some clouds and they're really dark, so that gives me more of a moody feeling. But I also see the sun over here in the background, and that gives me a more hopeful feeling. So we're going to start with something that feels a little bit moody, and at the same time, we're going to have to end it in a more hopeful way. Again, the idea is for the image to inspire us. And that's what I came up with when writing chords for this image. So we start with chords that goes downwards to give a more moody feeling as the image was saying to me. But at the same time, in the second part of the verse, we hold it in the 3rd note to give more of an unresolved and hopeful kind of situation, as we can see also in the sun in the image. And that's essentially tip number 2. As we did with tip number 1, the idea is for something to inspire us instead of us just trying to think and come up with something out of nowhere. With this, at least we have an idea of what we're going to write to. And this already helps us direct a little bit of what we're writing. But now let's go to tip number 3, which is my favorite, which is essentially reversing tracks. This is my favorite technique, and I constantly use it because I always get amazing results with it. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to pick a track and we're going to reverse it to try to find melodies out of this reverse. So for this example, we're going to use Modera's track called Valhalla, and this is how it sounds like normally. But now we're going to reverse it, and this is how it sounds like. Sounds really cool, but that's what I get in my mind. Ba, 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 ba. Essentially, now we're gonna go into writing this chord, and this is how it sounds like. Sounds really cool, right? And again, we are picking tracks from other people and reversing it and let this inspire us to get our own chords. We can go over here and, for example, instead of being the same key, we can knock it down or bump it up in 2 notes. And this is how it sounds like right now. It's a completely different chord progression, and it's a chord progression that it's really nice. Then again, we got it from a song that it wasn't even ours. We just reversed it and used it to inspire us. But now let's go to technique number 4, which is using MIDI packs. The last thing that I do, and I often use this method to create my own melodies, is by using MIDI packs and changing them to make it my own. For example, in this video, we're going to use some MIDIs that I found in the Melodic Deep sound pack from Ben Bomer, sold by Production Music Live. But this is how it sounds like if you listen to one of the MIDIs. But what if we reverse it? Well, we have to get rid of some notes over here, possibly these over here, and we can just extend these notes. And we can bump it up in 2 notes. And if you listen, it sounds completely different from what we had before. This is what we had before. And what we have now. Or instead of reversing it, what we can do is just pick the notes that we have and just play around with the rhythm of the notes. So for example, we have this other MIDI that you can find in the pack. But what if we pick this note over here, put it right in the 3rd note, made it a little bit shorter, also pick these over here, put it over here, and just use a little bit of legato. And also this one, we're gonna make it a little bit shorter, and pick this one and put it over here, and use a little bit of legato as well. This is how it sounds like. But what if we changed it and bumped it down in 2 notes? Again, it sounds completely different from what we had before. If you listen over here, this is the original MIDI. In these 4 methods, essentially what we did was we picked something that was able to inspire us, and based on something else, we got inspired and made chords out of it. Instead of thinking completely from ourselves, that can drive us nuts, these 4 methods can help you speed up your process and when creating chords, also help you write better chords and better chord progressions to your own songs. I hope you liked this video, and let me know over here in the comments below which of these 4 methods are you gonna try next. And I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you in the next Abstrakt video next week. Ciao.